Coming to you from a living room somewhere in the greater Los Angeles area, it's Rick's Cafe Live. Get comfy. Order some takeout. Remove your masks and gloves. Hang up your hazmat suit and get ready to party with Rick and his friends. Now put your hands together for a round of thunderous applause, which we cannot hear, and welcome your host, Rick Braun.
Welcome to week 6 of Rick's Cafe Live. Ladies and gentlemen, are you not going crazy at this point? I know I am a little bit, but that's why we're here. We're going to have a little fun. We got a great show. So sit back and let's do it. Boy, I've been working out, so that note was not nearly as hard as last week, because what else are you going to do when you're quarantined and just sheltering in place? I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in again this week and not getting tired of us. Thank you for bringing us into your living room one more time. I hope you've ordered some takeout from your favorite restaurant. We got to keep these businesses open. We got to do what we can because we're going to come out of this and we want them to be there, right? Okay. So, thank you. All the subscribers who have subscribed to Rick's Cafe Live, we appreciate you so much. I forgot how to talk for a minute there. That's how it's getting. And I want to thank especially all of the donors who have contributed to keeping this show on the air, because without you, we wouldn't be able to bring in the talent that we have on the show every week. And thank you for your continued support. And we'll be displaying the link so you can make a contribution if you would like. It's voluntary. This week, we finally have my band on the show. We got Nate Phillips, Randy Jacobs, Gorden Campbell, Arthur Thompson, special guest Tom Braxton, and of course, coming to you from the swamp, Reinhardt. So we also have a special guest as well. We have a resident social distancing and health advisor. I'm talking about comedian extraordinaire Alonzo Bodden. So I would like to get right into the first song here. This song we're going to do for you right now is a song that I wrote with one of my neighbors, my good friend Brian Culbertson, who lived right down the street when we wrote this song. And it's a song about an intersection in Hollywood, and it's a song that many of you have requested. So we're going to do it for you right now, and it features the band, and we'll talk to each of them throughout the show. But right now, let's get into it, and I am so thrilled that these guys are here virtually tonight. Please, Hollywood and Vine. Nate, kick this off, will you?
All right. This is take 1 of Hollywood and Vine.
Randy Jacobs. I've truly missed everyone. I have to say, I've missed your faces, I missed the fun, and I missed these guys, and I'm really looking forward to tonight.
Oh, Randy Jacobs, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you so, so much, and it's so great to have all of you guys here. The energy of this show is so special. I'm so glad everybody's here. Arthur, are you in the house?
What's up, Rick? Hey, man, thank you for inviting me to play here at Rick's Cafe. Hey, brother, I just want to tell you, man, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you and all the fellas. It's going to be cool, man. I am ready to have some fun, make a little noise on these drums. It's going to be great. Thank you, man.
Man, oh man, I cannot tell you how happy I am to have all of you guys on the show. But Ron, I couldn't help but notice you're not exactly dressed for the gig. I sent out an email and I said, could everybody please put on a gig clothes and make a show of it? And you're sitting there in Stink Bug Bayou with your cut-off T-shirt on. So what's going on, man? What's the story?
Yeah, that's right, Rick. Thanks for pointing that out. I do apologize to my bandmates over there. You guys look nice, by the way. It's good to see you guys. You're all looking very sharp. Rick, too, of course. You're looking great. All of my gig clothes, I had over at Big Ned's Dry Cleaners over there in Buzzard Bay. And unfortunately, he had a big, massive scabies infestation recently. And not just your basic garden variety scabies, which we all know, but it's the, I guess it's a Peruvian scabies, which much more aggressive and harder to eliminate. Anyway, once the health officials come in and give them the green light, then I should get my clothes back. But until then, I'm going to have to kind of rough it with this kind of earthy attire here. So, so I do appreciate you pointing that out, Rick.
Ron, I don't know. I think you need a new dry cleaners, man. I would definitely change dry cleaners, but it's great to have you on the show regardless. And we'll do it again, and I'm sure you'll have some better clothes on next time. We're counting on it. We're going to do a song for you now. This is a song that I've had a lot of people request, and it's a song that's very special to me because I titled it after my wife, Christiana. And the story goes something like this. Jeff Lorber and I wrote the song. And Jeff Lorber is like the Neil Simon of smooth jazz. If you tell him you're working on a project in the morning, by that afternoon he will have sent you 4 potential songs for the record. And he sent me this track, and I was playing on it, and Christiana walked into the studio, and she's German. You know, she's a little bit tough. You know, she's going to march through anything, and she keeps us in line, you know. But she walks into the studio, and she listens to the track and never really has much to say about things. But she said, what's the name of this song? It's really beautiful. I really like this track. She's right over here. She's watching and smiling. So I said, I didn't have a name at that point. But I immediately said, oh, she's going to run away trying to get her on the camera. But I immediately said, well, it's called Christiana. And so we're going to play it for you right now. I'm going to dedicate it to my wife, Christiana, and maybe one day we get her to come on the show, but she's extremely shy. So enjoy this song. Many of you have requested it, Christiana. Thompson on the percussion. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have on the phone with me our resident health expert extraordinaire, and he's actually a comedian, and he's a world-famous comedian. He's a star of television and motion pictures, and he's also somebody who I've seen perform so many times on the Smooth Jazz Cruise. I have my friend Alonzo Bodden on the phone with me. Hi, Alonzo. How you doing?
I am great, Rick. I am safely locked in the house, a social distance from anybody. I appreciate the promotion from comedian to health expert, and judging by those people on the podium and in those news conferences, I am an expert. I know as much as anyone not named doctor.
Brother, you just cut out totally.
Really, that's so weird because it's fine on my end. I'm getting me and I'm getting you.
Well, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say about that. I mean, there have been rumors going around about this whole virus having something to do with some 5G thing or something, and this could be exactly what's going on right now.
This could be it. We're here. We're talking about the virus. The 5G people might hear us and is trying to cut us down before word gets out. Rick, I'm not worried about it being 5G because I have T-Mobile. And as bad as my phone service is, if it were 5G, I'd be the healthiest man in America. No, it's not 5G. Trust me on that.
You know, I know you walk through the house and my phone keeps switching from a Wi-Fi call, which is supposed to be better, but it switches to this, to that, and I keep losing people all the time in my own house. It's just the way it goes, you know? But anyway, you are here because people have questions. I have questions. We all have questions about what's going on right now. And my first question is this. I know you've heard this one where people think that the virus may have been engineered in a Chinese lab and that it could be something different. But I have my own theory about this because I think, because it's called the coronavirus, it was engineered at the Modelo Brewery in Mexico because because clearly I'm seeing so many more advertisements from Modelo, and Corona is not going off the shelves at all. I have a case of Corona outside,
Now, see, Rick,
and I'm not, it's
there's
just
your
sitting there.
first mistake. Don't ever say you have a case of Corona outside. You will never get an Amazon delivery again. All right? They're not coming to the house. Hey,
That's the end of my life if that
it could be
happens.
the Modelo. Listen, I have a few theories. It could be the Modelo beer people. I've seen their hero commercials. I'm not sure it wasn't the Lakers. Look, I'm a Clipper fan, all right? And the Clippers were looking mighty
What? The
strong this
Lakers?
year. The Clippers were looking mighty strong, and the Lakers might have said, hey, we got to end this NBA season before the Clippers get a ring. So I don't know who it is.
Well, I don't know either, but I do have friends in the NBA, and I've been trying to get some of them on the show, and of course they're not talking. They're just not talking. So maybe between us we can get to the bottom of that thing. But
Okay, listen
listen,
to everybody listening.
go ahead.
We're all on self-quarantine. We're locked in the house. If you try to get in touch with a friend and they say they're busy, not really a friend. They're kind of ghosting you when it's impossible to ghost. Just saying.
This is the thing. And this is really hurtful because Dave Cause was on the other day. Dave Cause is on. He's saying, like, the good thing about this whole thing is when I call people, they answer. Alonzo, when I call people, they do not answer. So what can I do about that?
Rick,
Clearly it's not right.
I don't know what to tell you, Rick. I'm thinking it might be a technology issue. To the people who are listening to this, if you get to listen to this, the funniest thing that's happened is Rick and I trying to get this technology to work. I think the first problem is that he was making a Zoom call while I was answering FaceTime, and then I FaceTimed him while he was Zooming me. We need Zoom time, Rick. We need the Zoom time. We need to combine it all in one. And also, we're recording it on another app, which is QuickTime, which I don't even know what time it is. I don't know if it's FaceTime, QuickTime, Zoom time, or bedtime. Maybe it's just bedtime.
Meantime, I'm on the Swedish bikini team website that I'm watching while we're doing this. No, I'm only kidding. Listen, you're here to answer questions from our fans, and we got a lot of great questions from our fans, and I'm going to take them. The first question that came in when I asked for questions is from Rick Lopez Jr., and I'm just going to read it to you. He says, when you are having a really bad day, what's in your tool belt to get you out of it? And then Rick Lopez, and it's from My Dad's Moving Incorporated.
Well, Rick, there are a number of ways to bounce back from a bad day. For one thing, you're probably watching too much news, so you want to cut back. You don't want to watch the news constantly because it's only going to drive you crazy. Here's another idea. You want to feel better? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, all right? The world is connected. Find a place where it's 5 o'clock and drink to them, as my friend Rick Braun is doing right now.
Here's to all of you. It's a good day.
If it really gets bad and you're really like, man, things are looking bad, life is looking tough, you go on Netflix and you watch an episode of The Tiger King. Because I promise you, after watching The Tiger King, no matter what your situation, you will feel better about yourself. You'll be, at least I'm not him. And while we're on the subject of The Tiger King, what is this inherent disrespect for tigers? See, this is my problem with this show. It's been reviewed incessantly. No one's speaking up for the tigers. Now, The Lion King, explain this to me. The Lion King gets Disney, Broadway, and James Earl Jones, and yet tigers get stuck with Joe Exotic? That's not right. It seems from James Earl Jones down to Joe Exotic, it seems the Tigers could have got someone in between. Hell, I could have been the Tiger King. I got a deep voice. Joe Exotic, it's just not fair.
It is not fair, brother. It is not fair. And I don't know if you saw this. This is on a serious note. I saw this today online, and I believe everything I see online.
It's all true. Everything on the internet.
Every word of it. So here's what I saw. I saw that there are tigers in the zoo, speaking of tigers, who have the coronavirus, and they got it from a zookeeper.
How did
they know that?
I heard rumor about that. Listen, after watching The Tiger King, we don't know what those tigers and people are doing behind closed doors. Rick, who am I to judge? If a tiger is of consenting age, Witness, I got nothing. So no, I'm not going down that one, Rick. I do not judge. What happens between a tiger and his keeper is between a tiger and his keeper. All right.
I, I'm okay. Let's go to the next question. Thankfully, the next question. Okay, it's from Michael Lazaroff, the godfather of cruising. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lazaroff has Entertainment Cruise Productions, and Alonzo, you and I have both been a part of his cruises for many years, and we have a great time on the boat. In fact, I've seen your show on that dozens of times, and so when I reached out for questions, he came up with this. Okay, it's a little political, but it's all right.
No
Let's do
worries.
this.
No worries. Let's do it.
Okay. My questions for Alonzo are as follows. Mike Pence claims he is practicing social distancing. In fact, he said that he will be visiting his home state, Indiana, this weekend, but will not visit his mother, who is in a nursing home. First, does he really think that we believe his mother wants to see him? That's cold. That's cold. And second, if he is really practicing social distancing, then how is it that his hair has not grown 1 millimeter since the pandemic started? It's on your court.
Okay, I'm going to start with the hair. Mike Pence is part robot. Now, we're not sure which part, but maybe the hair is part. There's parts of him. You've seen him stand there with that blank look on his face and that half smile. You could put him out in a rainstorm. He would look the same way. He's definitely part droid. Now, as for his poor mother and visiting, do you know how many nursing homes she's been moving from to just try to escape him? I mean, the poor woman's in a nursing home. She's like, oh, Mike's coming to visit. Now she's got to move. Oh, Mike's coming to visit. Now she's got to move. He's got the FBI helping him find this poor woman. Mike, leave her alone. Leave the woman alone. She's done enough. Okay? Give her the social distance she needs. You in D.C., her in Indiana.
I couldn't answer that any better. You're so stupid. I love it. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Now, this is from somebody who we both know, I think, very well. She's a wonderful person and a big fan of ours, Ava Jones. You know Ava.
I know
right?
Ava, beautiful hair. I don't know how she does her hair, but it's just beautiful.
Dear Dr. Bodden.
I'll take that. That's a promotion. I'm good with that.
She says, my clothes have been getting smaller. Does the virus cause fabric to shrink? That's question one. Question two, I ordered a week's supply of wine. It arrived Friday morning, but it had disappeared by Saturday afternoon. Does the virus cause wine to evaporate? 3, I was having a conversation with one of my houseplants. Done that. And it told me to lower my voice. Does the virus make you talk louder? Thank you, Dr. Bodden.
Okay, Ava, I'm going to try to take these 3 in order. Now, I believe your first question was regarding your clothes shrinking. Well, if yours are only shrinking, you're doing pretty good, because many people's pants have completely disappeared. People are now going to Zoom meetings, doing podcasts, doing all kind of online things, not wearing pants. So if your clothes have only shrank and not disappeared, you're still ahead of the game. As to your missing and disappearing wine, it's the Amazon driver. Look, they're working these people. They're running them ragged. They need a break. If you got a case of wine, let them have a bottle. Let them have 2. It's like a 10% tip. Just let it go. Then you got the warehouse people, and Lord knows what's going on in there. So any wine you get delivered, just call that a win. As for yelling at your houseplants, Ava, if you've reached a point in your relationship where you two are yelling at each other, let's be honest, this relationship started before the corona lockdown, didn't it? This goes back a ways. I refuse to come between you and your horticulture. I wish you luck.
I want to thank you for coming on the show, and you know I love you and I appreciate you. So is there any last thought you'd like to leave our viewers with before you go?
First of all, let me say that I love you guys. You're fans of jazz. You're fans of comedy. I appreciate you. I'm going to tell you right now, the toughest job we comedians have is being funnier than the actual news. That there are people out there who are doing some of the dumbest things, anything. I saw one guy eating his Doritos out of the bag while wearing his glove. not necessarily the safest thing to be doing. So try to keep your sense of humor, keep laughing, don't overdose on the news, and listen to shows like this. Listen to Rick play his horn. It'll mellow you out. It's a beautiful thing. Rick, my friend, thanks for having me on. Happy to answer any questions. The next round of questions, I'll have new made up answers.
And we're counting on you for that, Alonzo, man. Love you. Thank you for being on the show, and we'll do this again.
Absolutely. Thank you, my friend. Remember,
right.
people, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I'll drink to that. All right, brother. Bye-bye. There's somebody out there who requested this song at least 50 times from me. So I want to do this for you right now. This is for you, Estella Taylor Green. It's called Silk. Hey, everybody, salute. Let's have a glass of wine. Got a little glass of red wine here, and let's have a toast to better times. We can all get through this together. Here we go. Now, Ron Reinhardt down in Stinkbug Bayou, I couldn't help but notice it looked like you had a jar of moonshine. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Rick. That is actual moonshine sitting right here. That's very observant of you. Locally grown, locally distilled. I hope I'm not getting anybody in trouble here. Cheers. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Quite potent. 205 proof, I'm told. Now, I thought 200 proof meant that's 100% alcohol. Where did it go from there? And I told them, I said, but how can it be more than 200 proof? They said, well, it's 5 more. So I'm not going to argue with them. Anyway, the point being, here in Stinkbug Bayou, we actually employ moonshine in a healthful purpose, as in a medicinal way. For instance, we makes a great hand sanitizer. You know, you can spray it on your steering wheel, your airboat gears, for instance. But it's been proven. You can look it up in the New England Journal of Medicine, actually, a recent edition. I think it was might have been last December. Talks about the healthful benefits of moonshine. So anyway, we're quite proud of our local concoction.
All right, we want to get back to some music right now. This is a song that was a big hit for me. It was the first single from my Can You Feel It CD, and the song is called Get Up and Dance. But there is a saxophone on this song, and I'll tell you what, we have a great saxophonist to play this part tonight. He's coming to you from deep in the heart of Texas. I'm talking about Tom Braxton. Tom, are you here?
Hi, Rick. Wow, it is a pleasure to be at Rick's Cafe Live with you and the magnificent musicians you've assembled. I'm so excited. I have been looking forward to this. So let's have some fun. Thanks for having me.
Hey, everybody, that is pretty much our show for the night. But before we go, I think we need to do this again. We had so much fun with the karaoke contest that we decided to take it one step farther and not just do a karaoke contest, but do a karaoke contest with dancing. And we're going to do it to Gloria Gaynor's song, I Will Survive, because you know what? I think that's a very appropriate song for what we're going through right now. So I made up some alternate lyrics for the beginning of this, and then what I want you to do, we're going to post the video, and you sing along, make up your own words about the coronavirus, and dance, and have your fun. And then we're going to put together a collage like we did on the last one, and there will be a prize. So let me show you what I have in mind, and I hope I can remember these lyrics. They're not complicated, but it is late. So let's see. I'll show you what we have in mind here. Nicholas, you want to start the track? Big intro. Corona came around and I was petrified. The governor got on TV and said, you stay inside. Now I'm stuck here with my kids. At times I thought I'd pop my lid, but I got strong. We got along. Now you. The rest of it you make up. You're dancing and singing. You're having fun. We're going to post this video after the show, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. Bill Coletti, trumpet playing is permitted and encouraged. Everybody have fun with it. We will have a prize. So, Nick, let's fade it out. We will have this video available for you, and in about 2 weeks, we'll let you know when the deadline comes up. But we're looking forward to seeing all of your entries. So listen, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. And once again, on week 6 of Rick's Cafe Live, welcoming us into your living room. I want to thank especially the subscribers and all the donors. And I want to let you know there's a thing called Super Chat that you can also donate through. But without your donations, we won't be able to keep bringing all of this talent onto the show. And also, it's enabling us to provide an income for them because and all of the musicians who have lost all of their gigs until further notice. So special thank you to Nate Phillips, Randy Jacobs, Gorden Campbell, Arthur Thompson, Ron Reinhardt, Tom Braxton, and our resident social distancing advisor, comedian extraordinaire Alonzo Bodden. Thank you all for being a part of the show. We appreciate each and every one of you. Also, a special thank you to our dear friends Murray and Sue Wishengrad and their wonderful restaurant, The Stand. It's one of the restaurants that we support locally, and they have provided food for us here at Rick's Cafe for this show. We love you. So let's do this. Let's finish the show off as we do every week. But this particular week, we have the entire band to play it out properly. So everybody, I don't want anybody sitting down right now. Let's all get up and have fun and sing along with Everything Is All Right. Hit it, boys. I love walking with my girl. I love talking with my baby. Hi, baby. When I hold her tight, woo, everything is all right. You know it's all right. I love walking with my girl. I love talking with my baby. Hi, baby. When I hold her tight, everything is all right. Let's do it. water. Hey, hey, pretty mama. Hey, hey. Randy Jacobs. I love walking with my girl. I love talking with my baby. I'm gonna talk to my girl. Hold her tight. Everything is alright. I love walking with the girl. Yeah. I love talking with my baby. Hold her tight. Everything is alright. Everything is alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for allowing us to come into your living room one more time. And remember this, we can't spread the germs. We cannot spread the germs, but we can spread the love. So let's spread the love. Be well, take care of yourselves. Love each and every one of you. And we'll see you next time. Ha, 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 yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah.
Where'd everybody go? Scoots is gonna take a solo. All right. Yeah. That's Scoot.